This is DP World Presents Going Beyond Boundaries. We've reached the end of the league stage of the ICC Women's ODI World Cup 2025. Veda Krishnamurthy will give us company. Quite in keeping with the league stage, Veda, this game did not see an end. Colombo arrived in Mumbai.
Yep.
But it does give us a chance to look at the best performers of this competition. This is the show where we'll pick out the player who delivered on all 5 smart Ps. That's smart performance, smart perspective, smart preparation, smart possibilities, and smart partnership. So, who delivered on all of those fronts through this league stage? Let's first focus on the Indians. One Indian at the top of the run scoring charts in Smriti Mandhana, and then Deepti Sharma, who's the joint highest wicket taker at this point. Who to you stood out more?
I'll be a little biased towards the Smriti at this point because the way she's gone about her batting in the last 4 innings, even against Bangladesh, she remained not out in the end. So I'll give that edge a little bit because she's kind of controlled the innings at the top and she's put India in a better position. And every time she's scored, India has gone on to score around 300 and 300 plus. So at this point, yes, Deepthi has picked up wickets, but the cushion has been produced by the batters. So I'll go with Smriti.
And it was almost one of the bigger surprises of the first couple of weeks that Smriti Mandhana, she who had almost 1,000 runs behind her belt this year, had a quiet start to this World Cup. But Indian fans would be thinking she is peaking at the right time.
It doesn't really matter at this point, isn't it? She's not scored in the first couple of games. You'd rather want her scoring in the later part of the innings against good teams at crucial times, and her back in form scoring runs is the most important thing. So the first couple of games they did win without her contribution. So I'll take that any day.
All right. So Smriti Mandhana as India's clear player of the tournament so far for Veda Krishnamurthy. But if you look around the World Cup, and of course the Australians go beyond boundaries in everything they do. Ash Gardner, Annabelle Sutherland, who's joint leading wicket taker along with Deepti Sharma. Where are you placing them?
For me, as of now, the player of the tournament so far in the league is Ash Gardner. She's batted in 4 innings, 265 runs, if I'm not wrong, striking over 120.
Yep.
Took Australia from a collapse to that 300 in the first game against New Zealand, and then the recent innings that she played. So 200s out of 4 innings, and she's also picked up about 7 wickets. You add in the fielding efforts, I'm sure she's always in the hot spot taking those catches. So clearly player of the tournament so far for me is Ash Gardner.
One of the players whose numbers and the volume doesn't stand right at the top, but who's had a big say in proceedings is Nadine de Klerk.
Oh yeah,
Perhaps the
yeah.
knock of the World Cup so far to
Yeah,
pull
yeah.
off that chase against India.
Yeah.
Followed it up with an equally important cameo to avoid an upset against Bangladesh. Where do you rate her?
I think she's been the best for South Africa as of now because the way she's gone about, the innings against India clearly unleashed the superpowers that she had and people that had expectations out of her. She's been around in the circuit for a long time, playing all the franchise league, but I've never seen Nadine de Klerk the way play the way she is, and she's kind of continued post that. There has been contribution coming in, and even that catch I think in the last game in backward point. So she's kind of coming onto her own, and she's going to be a hot property coming into all this franchise league yet again.
Yeah, and before that, what South Africa will hope are a couple of knockout games where she can have even more of an impact in this World Cup. So, right, Ashley Gardner is player of the tournament as it stands. Smriti Mandhana is India's player of the tournament. Nadine de Klerk has made her impact. All of them will feature in Knockouts Week. Veda Krishnamurthy, thank you so much for your time. This was DP World Presents Going Beyond Boundaries.